Master Your Time, Master Your Life by Brian Tracy. Intro. Let's begin. Time is your most precious currency. Not money, not fame, time. Brian Tracy teaches us how to master it, so we can master our lives. Let's walk this path chapter by chapter. Chapter 1. Strategic Planning and Goal Setting. Time. You need to think before you run. Clarity is everything. Define your goals. Make them real. Write them down. Strategic planning gives you direction. Without it, you drift. Chapter 1. Strategic Planning and Goal Setting. Time. If you don't know where you are going, any road will take you there. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about your life like a map. Where are you going? Why? And how? Brian Tracy says, before you manage your time, you must master your mind. Clarity comes first. Without clarity, your actions scatter. You stay busy, but never feel fulfilled. You run hard, but get nowhere. That's why the first kind of time you must master is strategic planning time. It's when you stop doing and start thinking. The power of goals. A clear goal is like a compass. It points the way, even when you feel lost. Brian insists, write your goals. See them daily. Break them into steps. Because vague plans create vague results. And clear goals create powerful momentum. Brian's 7-step goal setting method. Here's what Brian recommends. Decide exactly what you want. No guessing. Be specific. Write it down. A goal not written is just a wish. Set a deadline. Deadlines create urgency. Make a list of everything you need to do to achieve it. Organize the list into a plan. Take action immediately. Don't wait. Don't overthink. Do something every single day that moves you closer. Even if it's small, keep the wheel turning. Thinking time is productive time. Most people don't take time to think. They keep doing, keep reacting, keep running. But Brian says, 1 hour of focused thinking can save 10 hours of blind effort. So block time every week. Just to plan, just to reflect, just to ask, am I on the right path? Ask yourself, what do I really want from life? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What does success look like, feel like, sound like? Write the answers. Don't rush. Because these answers shape your future. Review, refine, realign. Planning is not a one-time act. It's a habit. Every week, review your goals. Adjust your course if needed. Brian calls this your weekly strategy hour. No meetings, no distractions. Just you, a notebook, and your dreams. Without a plan, you drift. Brian warns us gently. The biggest time waster is doing something very well. That need not be done at all. Don't confuse movement with progress. Start with purpose. Move with intention. Quote to remember. Success is goals. All else is commentary. Brian Tracy. Action plan. Do this today. Write down 3 goals you truly care about. Career, health, relationships you choose. Set a deadline for each. List 5 to 10 small actions for each goal. Schedule 1 hour this week for deep thinking and planning. No phone, no noise. Just clarity. Final thought from me to you. You don't need to rush. You just need to know where you are going. Take a pause. Grab a pen. Write your path. Because if you don't plan your time, someone else will use it for their plan. And you deserve better. Chapter 2. Productive time. Focus matters. Distractions steal your life. Do one task fully. Avoid multitasking. Start your day with the hardest task. Eat that frog. Clarity, focus, concentration, these build productivity. Chapter 2. Productive time. Being busy means nothing if nothing meaningful gets done. You wake up, check your phone, scroll, get up, rush. Your day starts like a race. You feel tired by noon. But what did you really achieve? Brian Tracy calls this the illusion of productivity. Productivity does not equal activity. So many people stay active, but very few are actually effective. We answer emails, attend meetings, multitask, but at the end of the day, our dreams are still waiting. Why? Because we did everything, except what truly mattered. The law of 3. Brian teaches something powerful here. Only 3 tasks contribute to 90% of your results. Think about that. Just 3 out of the 20 things on your to-do list. Only 3 really matter. Find them, protect them, do them first. Eat that frog. Yes, Brian's famous productivity line. The frog equals your most important and usually most difficult task of the day. It's uncomfortable. It takes effort. And that's why it should be done first. Because if you eat that frog in the morning, the rest of the day feels light. You carry less guilt, less mental clutter, more momentum. Say no to the noise. Notifications are the enemy of focus. Every ping, every buzz, every just one quick thing steals your deep work. Brian says, productivity lives in silence. Turn off distractions, block time, and protect your focus like gold. Focus equals superpower. In this age of distractions, focus is rare, but that also means focus is powerful. Train yourself to do one thing at a time, fully, deeply, without checking your phone, without switching tabs. You'll finish work that took 4 hours in just 90 minutes. The 80-20th rule. Brian reminds us again. 80% of results come from 20% of actions. Ask yourself, what's my 20%? What few things will move me forward today? Then let the rest wait. Ask yourself, what is my most valuable task today? If I could only do 3 things today, what would they be? What am I doing that looks like work but isn't? Write the answers and follow them. Build a daily ritual. Brian suggests this. Start your day with silence, no phone. Review your top 3 tasks. Eat the frog. Then move to smaller, routine tasks. End your day with review and gratitude. Discipline in structure leads to freedom in life. Quote to remember. Every minute spent in planning saves 10 minutes in execution. Brian Tracy. Action plan. Start today. Write down your 3 highest value tasks every morning. Start with the hardest one. No exceptions. Block 90 minutes of distraction-free work each day. Track how much real progress you make. Celebrate small wins. Final thought from me to you. Friend, busy won't change your life. Focused work will. You don't need to do more. You need to do what matters most. One day, one task, one deep breath at a time. Chapter 3, Income Improvement Time. Your earning ability is your real asset, not a job. Learn a skill every week. Invest in yourself. Your income grows when your value grows. Just 10 hours a week adds up. Compounds over time. Chapter 3, Income Improvement Time. You don't get paid for your time. You get paid for your value. Think about that. Your salary is not for the hours you spend. It's for the value you bring in those hours. Brian Tracy opens this chapter with a bold truth. Your ability to earn money is your greatest financial asset. Not your job, not your bank balance, not your luck, but you, your mind, your skill set, your capacity to learn and adapt. The more you learn, the more you earn. You don't earn more by waiting. You earn more by growing. Brian says, you are being paid exactly what you're worth. In the current marketplace, that hits hard, doesn't it? But it's not to make you feel small. It's to make you wake up. Because you have the power to raise your worth. One skill at a time. 10% rule. Invest in yourself. He recommends a simple principle. Invest at least 10% of your income and 3% of your time into learning new skills. That's just a few hours a week. Read books, take courses, listen to podcasts, shadow someone better than you. Practice something uncomfortable. 1 hour a day equals 365 hours a year. That's the edge most people never take. Upgrade your skill set, upgrade your paycheck. Look at the top 10% in your industry. They didn't get there by accident. They decided. They improved. They said, I'll be so good, they can't ignore me. So ask yourself, what's the one skill that would double my value? What can I learn that others avoid? Where is the market going, and how can I stay ahead? Then start learning, one day at a time. The income ability connection. Brian breaks it down into 3 parts. What you can do, your skill, how well you do it, your excellence, how hard it is to replace you, your uniqueness. The more you master these, the more your income grows naturally. No begging, no chasing, no struggling, just quiet, focused, powerful growth. Use your spare time for growth. Instead of scrolling, use those hours to build yourself. That's income improvement time. Listen to audiobooks during commutes. Watch skill videos during lunch. Practice after dinner. Read before sleep. Use your spare time to design a richer tomorrow. Shift your identity. Don't say, I'm stuck in this job. Say, I'm in training for my next level. Because the more you believe in your growth, the faster it becomes real. Quote to remember, your income will rarely exceed your personal development. Brian Tracy. Action plan start now. Identify your highest earning skill or the one in highest demand. Schedule 30 to 60 minutes a day to improve that skill. Start reading one book a month in your field. Take one online course in the next 30 days. Track your growth, not just your goals. Final thought from me to you. Friend, you were never meant to stay stuck. Your growth is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. You already have the time. Now you just need the intention. Because when you invest in yourself, the world begins to invest in you too. Chapter 4, Spare Time. There are 168 hours a week. Work and sleep take most. But about 44 hours remain. Don't waste it. Learn, grow, read, build your future. Chapter 4, Spare Time. The hours you waste are the hours that shape your future. We all get 24 hours in a day. That's 168 hours a week. And even after sleeping, eating, commuting, and working, most people still have 30 to 40 hours of spare time. Yes, that much. But here's the question. Where does it all go? Time doesn't disappear, it gets spent. Brian Tracy doesn't sugarcoat it. He says, most people spend their spare time in front of a screen, phone, TV, laptop, scrolling, binging, drifting, and then they say, I don't have time to improve my life. But the truth is, they just didn't use their spare time wisely. Spare time equals success time. The most successful people in the world, they use their spare time as a golden opportunity. They build, they create, they read, they think, they practice, they rest with intention, they grow, and slowly, day by day, they build a new version of themselves. What could you do with just 1 hour? 1 hour a day equals 365 hours a year. That's over 9 full-time work weeks. Think about that. What if you used the time to learn a high-income skill, read 12 life-changing books, build an online business, improve your health, deepen your relationships, or finally create the life you keep dreaming about? Spare time is where most dreams die. Not in failure, not in rejection, but in distraction. In the 10 minutes that turned into 3 hours. In, I'll do it tomorrow. In, I'm too tired tonight. In comfort, in habit. Brian gently warns us, every minute wasted in your spare time is a minute stolen from your future self. Use your spare time to think. One of Brian's secret weapons is this. Think on paper. Use spare time to reflect on your goals. Write down your thoughts. Plan your week. Ask deep questions like, what do I want next? What's holding me back? What am I afraid to admit? This is how ordinary time becomes extraordinary growth. Turn spare time into a habit of growth. Brian offers simple practices. Carry a book with you. Listen to educational audios while walking or driving. Journal for 10 minutes at night. Create before you consume. Say no to 1 hour of screen time and say yes to your future. You don't need to sacrifice your peace. You just need to trade your distractions for direction. Quote to remember, it's not the big decisions that shape your life. It's how you spend your spare time hour by hour. Brian Tracy. Action plan. Start small, grow big. Audit your week. Where is your spare time going? Choose one meaningful use: reading, learning, creating, connecting. Block 30 minutes daily to build your future. Track your consistency, not perfection. Be patient. Growth looks quiet at first. Final thought from me to you. Friend, your spare time is not extra. It's your most flexible, most powerful tool. It's where nobody is watching. Where no boss is checking. Where no deadlines exist. But where you get to decide. Will I build myself? Or distract myself? Because someday, you'll look back and realize your life became what you did when no one else was watching. Chapter 5, Work Time. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Focus matters. Work with purpose. Use time blocks. Protect your deep work from interruptions. Work smart, not just hard. Chapter 5, Work Time. Don't just work hard, work right. Let's be honest. Most people are exhausted by their work. They feel drained, busy, always in motion. But deep down, they're stuck because they've confused activity with progress and movement with meaning. The trap of endless busyness. Brian says something bold here. Most people waste 50% or more of their work time. Why? Constant interruptions. No clear priorities. Working on low-value tasks. Multitasking. Email rabbit holes. Meetings that go nowhere. And when the day ends, they're tired, but not fulfilled, because they never touched the work that really matters. Know your highest value work. Brian introduces a life-changing idea. Your most important work is the work only you can do. The task that moves the needle. The thing that creates the most value. The work that makes the biggest impact. It might be creative. It might be strategic. It might be uncomfortable. But it's yours. And every day you avoid it, you delay your next level. The ABCDE method. Here's Brian's simple, powerful tool to master your work time. A tasks very important. Serious consequences. Do these first. B tasks important but not as much. Do them later. C tasks needs to do but no real impact. Do only after A and B. D tasks delegate. Not worth your time. A tasks eliminate. These are distractions. He says, never do a B task when an A task is left undone. Simple rule. Hard to follow, but life-changing if you do. Work in focused blocks. Brian suggests using the time block method. Set 60 to 90 minutes. Eliminate all distractions. Focus on one high-value task. Take a break. Repeat. This is called deep work. And it's where real results happen. Protect your golden hours. You have 2 to 4 hours a day when your energy and focus peak. That's your golden time. Don't waste it on email. Don't waste it on social media. Don't waste it in meetings. Use it to build. Use it to create. Use it to lead. Because this is where your real edge is. Clear space, clear mind. Brian also talks about physical space. A cluttered desk equals a cluttered mind. So before you begin, tidy up. Declutter. Breathe. Prepare your mind for deep, intentional work. Work isn't just effort. It's energy, direction, and space. Quote to remember. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Brian Tracy. Action plan start today. Identify your top 3 high-value tasks for tomorrow. Use the ABCDE method to rank them. Block 90 minutes in the morning for your task. Turn off all notifications during that block. End the day by reviewing what truly moved your day forward. Final thought from me to you. Friend, work doesn't have to feel heavy. It should feel like something that builds you, not breaks you. Because when you start doing the work you were meant to do, you feel it in your heart, in your breath, in the peace that follows a day well used. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. Every single day. Chapter 6, Creative Time. Creativity is not only for artists. It's for problem solving. Allow your mind to wander. Let ideas flow. Quiet time breeds innovation. Create space for new thinking. Chapter 6, Creative Time. Your best thinking happens in silence. Brian Tracy reminds us of a truth we often forget. We are all creative, not just painters, not just writers or designers. You, yes, you, because creativity isn't about art. It's about solving problems, thinking deeply, seeing patterns, finding a better way. Creative time is thinking time. This chapter is a gentle nudge to slow down, to stop rushing from task to task, and to start listening to your thoughts, to your questions, to that quiet voice inside that says, there's a better way. Brian calls it mind work. And it's just as real, just as powerful as physical work. Great ideas come from stillness. Think about it. When do your best ideas usually come? In the shower, on a quiet walk, late at night, or early in the morning. Not when you are checking emails. Not in a noisy room. Not when you're rushing. Why? Because the mind needs space. Room to breathe. Freedom to connect the dots. Creativity needs protection. Brian says, schedule quiet, creative time. Just like any meeting or task. It's not extra, it's essential. Block 30 to 60 minutes a day. Sit with a notebook. Ask yourself, what's not working right now? What's one new way to approach this? What would I do if I wasn't afraid? Let the answers come. Write them down. No judgment, no editing. Just flow. The link between creativity and progress. Every major breakthrough in business or life started with a thought, not a meeting, not a report, a single idea, born in silence. Brian says, your ability to think creatively determines your ability to grow exponentially. The better you get at creative thinking, the more problems you solve, the more value you create, the more freedom you gain. How to train your creative mind. Brian offers a few powerful habits. Daily solitude, even 15 minutes of silence can refresh your thinking. Idea journaling, keep a notebook with you always. Capture every idea. Question storming, instead of answering, spend time asking better questions. Change your environment, new places spark new thoughts. Feed your mind, read. Listen, observe. Creativity builds on input. Kill perfection to let ideas breathe. One big mistake, waiting for the perfect idea before you act. Brian warns, most ideas don't arrive perfect. They evolve as you move. Start rough. Start small. Start anyway. Let creativity flow through doing, not just dreaming. Quote to remember, the mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original shape. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Action plan, start today. Block 30 minutes tomorrow for creative time. No phone, no tasks, just a notebook. Ask yourself one deep question. Like, how can I earn more by working less? Or, what am I doing just because others are? Write down 10 answers, even silly ones. Choose one, test it, take one small step. Repeat this daily, weekly, monthly. Your thinking will shift, so will your life. Final thought from me to you. Friend, the world moves so fast. But your best ideas won't shout over the noise. They wait quietly, in stillness, in solitude, in those stolen pockets of silence that feel too empty, but are actually full of gold. Make space for them, honor them, because one idea can change everything. Chapter 7, Problem Solving and Decision Making Time. Problems are opportunities dressed in disguise. Define them clearly, write them down, list solutions, pick one, take action. Better a decent move today than a perfect one tomorrow. Chapter 7, Problem Solving and Decision Making Time. Your life gets better the moment your decisions get clearer. Brian Tracy begins this chapter with a clear truth. Success in life is not about avoiding problems. It's about learning how to solve them quickly and effectively. Most people react to problems. They panic, they complain, they avoid, they freeze. But winners, they pause, they breathe, they think, and they act calmly and wisely. Problems are not the problem. We tend to fear problems. But Brian reframes them. Every problem is a puzzle. And every puzzle has a solution. Your job isn't to avoid problems. Your job is to get better at solving them. Because the better you solve problems, the more valuable you become. At work, in business, in life. Step-by-step problem solving, Brian's method. Define the problem clearly. Most people fight shadows. Name the real issue. Write it down. Getting the problem out of your head brings clarity. Ask, what are the causes? Often, the problem is just a symptom of something deeper. List possible solutions. Don't judge, just brainstorm. Think in terms of actions. What can I do today to move closer to a solution? Pick the best solution, not the easiest, the most effective. Take action immediately. Don't wait for perfect. Just begin. The power of decision making. Brian says, your success is directly tied to your ability to make good decisions quickly. But most people delay. Why? Fear of being wrong, fear of judgment, fear of change. But the real cost of indecision is lost time, lost momentum, lost confidence. When in doubt, decide. Brian teaches something simple. If you have 70 to 80% of the information, make the decision. Because waiting for 100% certainty equals paralysis. You'll miss opportunities. You'll delay your growth. You'll stay stuck. And here's the truth. A wrong decision can be corrected. No decision leaves you powerless. Every decision shapes your future. Big or small, every decision is a seed. What you eat, what you read, who you talk to, what you spend time on, where you say yes, where you say no, you are always building a direction. Even when you're not aware of it. Questions to ask before any major decision. What are the long-term consequences of this? What would I advise my best friend to do? Is this aligned with my top goals? What will happen if I don't decide now? Simple questions. Deep clarity. A truth most avoid. Most people know the decision they need to make. They just don't want to make it. Maybe it's ending something, or starting something scary, or speaking a truth, or walking away. But clarity without action is just regret waiting to happen. Quote to remember, fast decisions, slow changes. Not the other way around. Brian Tracy. Action plan, start now. Write down one problem that's bothering you right now. Define it clearly in one sentence. List 5 possible actions. Pick one. Take that step in the next 24 hours. Then, repeat this process for every block, every fear, every delay. You'll move forward faster than ever. Final thought from me to you. Friend, you are not stuck. You are just one decision away from a completely different life. Don't fear the problem. Face it. Don't avoid the choice. Make it. Because your future doesn't come from luck. It comes from the quality of your thinking and the courage of your actions. You're smarter than you know and stronger than you think. So pause, breathe, decide, and watch your life begin to change. Chapter 8, People and Family Time. Time with loved ones is more valuable than any transaction. Presence matters. Phones down. Listen deeply. Build bonds that outlast ambition. They are your anchor. Chapter 8, People and Family Time. No matter how high you climb, you'll always look for someone to share the view with. Brian Tracy begins this chapter with a truth we all feel. In the end, it's your relationships, not your achievements, that bring the deepest meaning to your life. You may build an empire, but if you build it alone, was it really worth it? You may succeed wildly, but if your kids barely know you, was it really success? Relationships need time. Love is not just a feeling. It's an investment, and time is the currency. Your presence, your attention, your energy. These are the gifts your loved ones want most. Not your money, not your titles, not your trophies. You are always giving time to something. Every time you say yes to work, you are saying no to something else. And often, that something else is your spouse, your child, your friend, or even your own peace. Brian says, be careful not to spend so much time making a living that you forget to make a life. Quality time vs. quantity time. You don't need to spend all day with your family. But when you are with them, be fully there. No phone, no emails, no half listening. Even 20 minutes of pure presence is more powerful than hours of distraction. Because children remember how you made them feel. Partners remember if they felt heard. Friends remember if you showed up when it mattered. Who deserves your time? Take a pause. Look around your life. Who lights you up? Who gives you strength? Who stood by you when nothing else worked? These are the people who deserve your time. Protect it. Prioritize it. Plan it. Schedule people like you schedule work. Brian makes it simple. If something matters, put it on your calendar. Date night. Schedule it. Game night with kids. Schedule it. Lunch with parents. Schedule it. Call to an old friend. Schedule it. If it's not planned, it won't happen. And if it doesn't happen, you'll slowly drift apart. People are your greatest wealth. Your network, your friendships, your family, your mentors. They are not distractions. They are your foundation. Because when the storms come, it won't be your money that holds you together. It will be your relationships. Quote to remember, never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Brian Tracy. Action plan. Start now. Identify 3 people you've unintentionally neglected. Send them a message today, even if it's just thinking of you. Let's catch up soon. Block 2 time slots this week for family or close friends. During those moments, put your phone away. Reflect each night. Did I give love today or just labor? Final thought from me to you. Friend, the world will always ask for more of your time. But your loved ones, they're just hoping you'll give them what's already yours. Your presence, your attention, your laughter, your love. Because in the end, you won't remember how many hours you worked. But you'll remember the moments that made you feel alive. And the people who made you feel at home. So today, don't just make a living. Make a memory. Chapter 9, Rest and Relaxation Time. Rest is not a luxury. It's the fuel for your energy. Sleep deeply. Unplug the screen. Recharge your heart and mind. A rested you is a better you. Chapter 9, Rest and Relaxation Time. You are not a machine. You don't recharge by doing more. You recharge by doing less. Brian Tracy begins this chapter with a truth many of us ignore. The key to high performance is not working harder, but recovering better. Most people don't burn out because of work. They burn out because they never stop. They don't pause. They don't breathe. They don't rest. And eventually, their body forces them to. Why you must rest? You can't pour from an empty cup. Your energy is not infinite. Your brain needs breaks. Your body needs recovery. Your soul needs stillness. Brian says, you're not paid for hours worked. You are paid for value created. And you create more value when you're well rested. Rest is not a reward. It's a requirement. The power of breaks, even short breaks during the day, can double your productivity. Here's what Brian recommends. Work in 90-minute cycles. After 90 minutes, take a 10 to 15-minute break. Use your breaks intentionally. Walk, stretch, breathe, drink water, close your eyes. Don't scroll, that's not rest. That's mental noise disguised as relaxation. Sleep is sacred. You can't talk about rest without sleep. Brian shares a simple rule. Protect your sleep like your life depends on it. Because it does. 7 to 8 hours. Consistent schedule. Dark, quiet room. No screens before bed. No work in bed. Wind down with reading or reflection. Good sleep equals better focus. Better focus equals better decisions. Better decisions equals better life. Schedule time to do nothing. Brian suggests scheduling non-doing time. That means no work, no phone, no meetings. Just being. Sit, walk, watch the sky, feel the moment. This may feel strange at first, but it's how you reconnect with yourself. Relaxation is not laziness. Brian debunks a myth. The most productive people in the world take time off regularly because they know rest sharpens creativity, rest reduces stress, rest strengthens the immune system, rest restores motivation. You are not a machine. You are a living, breathing human. Give yourself permission to slow down. Rest for the mind, body and soul. Brian encourages 3 kinds of rest. Physical rest, sleep, naps, stillness. Mental rest, silence, no screens, journaling. Emotional rest, safe conversations, laughter, prayer, nature. Don't wait until you break. Rest now so you can rise stronger. Quote to remember, if you don't make time for rest, you'll be forced to make time for illness. Brian Tracy. Action plan, start gently. Tonight, shut off screens 1 hour before bed. Read instead. Tomorrow, take 3 mindful 10-minute breaks during work. This week, block 1 evening just for you, no agenda. This month, plan a full day of rest, no work allowed. Every day, ask yourself, have I given myself the rest I deserve today? Final thought, friend, the world keeps telling you to do more. But your body, your mind, your heart, they're whispering something else. Slow down, breathe. You are allowed to rest, not because you're behind, but because you've come so far. You deserve stillness, not just sleep but peace. Because in that peace, you'll find energy, you'll find clarity, you'll find yourself again. So tonight, let the world wait, you rest. Chapter 10, Quiet Time. Silence speaks, stillness guides. Sit with yourself, listen, journal, ask, who am I today? These moments shape clarity and peace. They connect you to your soul. Chapter 10, Quiet Time. Stillness is not empty. It's full of answers. Brian Tracy calls this the most overlooked time of all. And yet, it's the time that can change everything. In a world that moves faster every day, where distractions chase us from the moment we wake up, he says this clearly. You need time to think, to reflect, to just be, not to plan, not to produce, but to pause. Why quiet time matters. Brian explains. Every problem, every goal, every breakthrough begins with a moment of deep thinking. You're not just a worker. You are a thinker, a creator, a visionary. But if your mind is always reacting, it can't reflect. And without reflection, you start drifting. What is quiet time? It's not about sitting in silence doing nothing. It's about sitting in silence, so your mind can breathe. Quiet time means no phone, no laptop, no talking, no music. Just you and your thoughts. It's space. It's clarity. It's where ideas are born. And your soul starts to speak. Make it a daily habit. Brian suggests 30 to 60 minutes a day. Early morning is best before the world begins. Sit quietly with a notebook or journal. Ask yourself questions like, what am I avoiding? What matters most today? How do I feel about my life right now? Then, just listen. Let your mind wander. Let your heart speak. Let answers rise. Use it to think, dream, and decide. This time isn't wasted, it's gold. It's where you'll set your goals, solve problems, clarify your next steps, let go of what no longer serves you. Reconnect with what truly matters. It's not spiritual fluff. It's the difference between living on purpose and living on autopilot. Why most people avoid it? Because silence is uncomfortable. It reveals what we've been ignoring. It brings up the truth, the fear, the buried desires, the guilt, the dreams we've left behind. But Brian reminds us, only in silence can you hear your own voice again. And when you do, everything starts to align. Quiet time equals mental reset. Just like sleep resets the body, quiet time resets the mind. It gives you better focus, emotional calm, stronger decisions, creative solutions, deeper confidence. It's your mental detox, your sacred time, your daily reboot. Quote to remember, all of man's problems stem from his inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Blaise Pascal quoted by Brian. Action plan: start today. Tomorrow morning, wake up 30 minutes earlier. Sit somewhere quiet, no phone, no distractions. Close your eyes. Breathe. Ask, what's one thing I need to hear today? Write down whatever comes. No pressure. Just flow. Repeat daily. Build this as your most important habit. Final thought, friend. You don't need more noise. You need space. To think, to feel, to remember who you are. Because in silence, you don't lose yourself. You meet yourself. And maybe, for the first time in a long time, you'll feel at peace. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are grounded again. So give yourself that gift. Every day, one quiet moment at a time. Outro. Thank you for walking this journey with us. For every minute you spent here, you've taken a step towards something bigger than productivity. You've moved closer to clarity, to purpose, to a life that feels right, not just looks right. Time is your greatest currency. You don't get more of it, but you do get to decide how you spend it. So, from this day forward, spend it with intention, spend it with courage, spend it with love. At ABD of Finance, we don't just talk about wealth. We talk about the time behind the wealth and the life behind the numbers. If this series moved you, if even one chapter shifted something inside you, please share it. Someone out there is running fast, but in the wrong direction. And your share might just help them slow down and find their way back home. Until next time, take care of your time, and it will take care of your life. This is ABD of Finance, helping you master money, time, and meaning, one decision at a time.